Welcome to another podcast coming to you live from Studio 55 with podcasters Paulette Wise
and Mariah Perriott.
It is great to have you here today. Today's topic is 10 simple tips to help improve networking. Listen with curiosity, speak with honesty, act with integrity. The greatest problem with communication is we don't listen to understand, we listen to reply. When we listen with curiosity, we don't listen with that intent to reply. We listen for what's behind the words.
All right, step number 1 is your introduction. Support instead of ask. The purpose of networking is to meet people, not to sell to them. You want to make sure that you're selling yourself and not just the product.
Yeah, whenever you're meeting someone, if they start selling me a product right away, what do?
I've turned off.
Yep.
Ears are closed.
Let's go in the other direction. I just really want to know a little bit about you, not what you sell. Make me understand what you're about first, so just you personally, and then let me know what your product or service is.
Absolutely. Our number 2 thing would be wear a name tag. This is so important because if I've just met you, chances are that I haven't memorized your name yet. And that gives me that chance to look down and talk to you, use your name to help commit it to memory. So the next time I meet you, I have a better chance of knowing what your name is. I see people all the time and they don't have a name tag on, and it takes me, 15, 20 minutes to figure out who they are and where they're from. And if you have a name tag on, it just starts the conversation off so much better.
Well, it really kind of helps recall, oh, that's right, I met them before at such and such a place. I hate walking up to somebody and I know I should know their name, and I'm so bad about names. But I'm looking around somewhere on their shirt or somewhere to see if there isn't something as far that's going to give me their information. So that shirt or that blouse or that jacket has got their name. Boy, that just really helps to interact and helps us to connect better together.
Absolutely. The other thing with the name tags is that we have people who learn differently, and sometimes we hear we're better with audio, sometimes we're better visually, and that name tag just kind of secures that visual part of it. Our number 3 would be give a token. A token could be anything from a business card, a flyer, a brochure, maybe a promotional item such as a pen with your business name on it, or it really could be anything, but you're giving them something to identify with you and your business. And that's the whole purpose of networking. We're here to meet people and expose them to our business.
Right, and just like our new chamber of pens,
Yes.
is come grow with us, our roots run deep. Well, that should start a good conversation. What is it that you're talking about? So same thing when you've got that business card or when you've got something that you can hand to them, that this helps with that conversation piece.
Absolutely. And a lot of times our promotional materials are going to have our contact information on them
Right.
too. So that's just one more way that when they do think about that person that they met at a networking event or out in the community, that they have that direct connect to us with our phone number, our email, that it helps them remember our name, company logo, things like that.
Right, just makes it easier.
Yeah, absolutely. So number 4 would be a brief personal history. We all get a little gun shy when it comes to giving out too many details about ourselves. But, if you have children, that's a connection for people. If you're a dog lover or cat lover, that's a connection for people.
If you like purple, that's a connection.
Exactly. Favorite color. Those are all things that help us to connect with people and make the conversation more comfortable as well as future conversations.
Right, so really don't just learn, experience. Don't just think, ponder. Don't just see, feel. Don't just hear, really listen. Don't just talk, act. And don't just tell, show.
All right, and number 5, our elevator pitch. Now, many of you may not know what an elevator pitch is, and maybe you do, but an elevator pitch is a short description of an idea, product, or company that explains the concept in such a way that any listener can understand your product or company in a short period of time. So when we're doing an elevator pitch, that's that opening explanation of what our business is or who we are and what it does. We need to be careful that we put that in layman's terms so that we're making sure we're not talking over people's head. That's something we'll be doing a workshop on before long, so make sure to keep an eye out for that.
Right. Make it simple.
Absolutely. All right. This is a biggie. Number 6, eye contact.
Oh my goodness, yes.
If you are not looking me in the eyes, you're probably not paying attention to me. And we all get busy, we all get distracted, but eye contact is something that is absolutely huge. It tells the person that's speaking that you're listening to them, that you're giving them your full attention. And yeah, there may be other things going on. You may glance from time to time to check your surroundings, but that eye contact, that is crucial.
Right. And just as you said, sometimes you may look around because you see someone else walk up. You're kind of distracted, but yet you want to make sure you get back to that person that you're having that conversation with. So that eye contact with them is so very important. You want to make sure that you're doing that. So most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They really listen with the intent to reply. And that's where it's really difficult, because you can tell by your eyes, oh, wait, I got to remember to tell him this because he just said that. No, you really just need to listen to the full subject or conversation and then go back and maybe think about what you need to reply to them.
Absolutely. And so many times when we are not listening properly, we're listening to just give an answer, we're giving the wrong answer. And number one, you can embarrass yourself quite quickly that way. But you miss so many important things a lot of times because you keep trying to remember what it is that you're going to answer instead of just listening to what they have to say. It'll come to you when you need it. All right. Conversation starters, number 8. A good networker always has a few oddball questions under their hat to make that real connection. This kind of moves us from acquaintance to an actual real connection, maybe the start of a friendship, maybe the start of a business partnership. So really, maybe just think of a few things that would be maybe a little personal,
right?
Not creepy,
maybe something that I don't know about you,
Absolutely.
Or you don't know about me. I want to make that kind of known to you because I might see that expression like, oh wow, I didn't know that you used to sing when you were such a young age, and things of that sort. So you want to bring things in, and it can be from in the past that maybe will help to bring things forward for you as well.
Absolutely. And you never know what you may learn about somebody when you ask that off-the-wall question.
Exactly.
All right, number 9, be active. Please don't be that person that sits in the corner by themselves. We really want you out there talking to other people. That's the whole purpose of coming to a networking event. So we really want to get you out there. It may be a little, nerve-wracking to begin with, but if you kind of follow these steps, you're going to be just fine. And remember, everybody else in that room is just as nervous as you are to begin with. But the more you're surrounded by people that you know and recognize, they become friends, and it's not nearly as intimidating.
Exactly, and it just makes it so much easier. It doesn't matter whether you're at a luncheon, so one of our quarterly luncheons, or whether you're at one of our rise-ups, or whether at one of our after-hours. Every single event that you attend can certainly be a networking event. It's just your responsibility to get up out of your seat and to go have that conversation with 1, 2, 3, or as many people as you possibly can. You want to be very interactive. So, use their name. 7 ways to make others feel important would be to use their name. Express sincere gratitude. Do more listening than talking. Talk more about them than about you. And sometimes that's really hard for us. Be authentically interested. Be sincere in your praise. And show that you care. And all of that comes by the way that you're holding yourself, as far as your body, by your eye contact. Everything that you're doing with that person, that can show that you really care about the conversation that you're having with them.
Absolutely. All right, so the number 10, and this is one that we all forgot at some point, but is probably one of the most important things. behind your introduction is to make sure that you follow up. You collect those business cards, you collect those brochures and flyers, and those people never see you or hear from you until the next networking event. Drop them a line, give them a call, send them a little short email. It was nice to meet you. My name is so-and-so from company XYZ. It will only take a few minutes, but it's going to make a huge impression to those that you met at that event.
So remember, in closing today, the word listen contains the same letters as the word silent. The right to speak comes with a duty to listen. So thank you for listening to Studio 55, and we'll catch up with you next time. Have a great one.